So when we think about women's sports leagues, there's so many issues that they've had in the past. I feel like this Jenga block could actually represent it. So I'm just going to start with investment. There's not been enough investment into any of these leagues.
I will say it is not on TV.
I will say because it's not on TV, they do not have enough money to pay the women a good salary.
All these things build on each other. There aren't enough fans in the stands.
And it doesn't help that these leagues are often mismanaged completely.
And because they're mismanaged, often that means that they don't have time to grow. Whoa!
Right in the beer.
Well done.
Love it.
We all know there's a ton of money to be made owning a sports team. And with more and more media deals, pro sports has become big business. Now, with more and more money than ever, looking for a place to go in sports happening at the same time as a reckoning around equality, the biggest payday may finally be going to women. Women's sports, we're all fans, but I wonder, is this moment actually different than what we've seen in the past?
It feels a little bit different. There seems like a sense of urgency right now and
Pressure, 100%.
and pressure. Yeah, pressure not to miss the moment.
The women that play these sports have always been trying to put pressure on their owners, their leagues to make it bigger, you know, but now it's other people saying you need to give them equal pay and equal rights and all that.
It can't just be the athletes themselves.
Right. You know, they're not just fighting for more money, they're fighting for visibility for themselves and for people who come after that.
All these things have collided, some positive, some negative. There's momentum, and when people are paying attention,
Capitalize.
Capitalize.
Go big. Go big or go home.
A women's soccer team is coming to Los Angeles.
Angel City is like the great hope of women's soccer right now. It's in Los Angeles. They have 60 owners. Natalie Portman's a founding owner. Jen Garner, Eva Longoria, members of the 99ers, the women's national team, who are trying to seize this moment.
We have over 60 owners. They're all incredible. They all bring something different to the platform. I was telling someone the other day that I literally don't think there is an owner that hasn't done something for Angel City.
For their first player signing, they signed a woman named Kristen Press. You guys know who that is. U.S. women's national team from Southern California originally. So they're galvanizing around that, like Kristen Press is coming home. So there's a lot of momentum behind it, but they know that like this sort of profit, purpose, mission-driven, all comes down to like, can you get fans?
And I think it's more about how they get the fans engaged and how they get the fans engaged in the local market. And that's the main thing.
It's easier to sort of rally around the national team. It's a moment.
Because it's one country getting behind one team instead of trying to get these local markets to all get in on a team. People still don't really know what teams certain players play for, you know? Like, when people talk out, they say U.S. women's national team star Alex Morgan, they don't say Orlando Pride. You know, they don't say Seattle Reign, Megan Rapinoe.
And I think the other thing that's really important, it's a long game. It's not overnight. You know, WNBA has been around for 25 years.
The only women's league that's never folded.
Right.
And that's not to say that they didn't almost get there.
Yeah.
Like, they definitely had moments where that was a possibility, but like, it was up to the owners and the players and the league to say, let's keep pushing.
Gotta stick with
and
it,
now they are where they are today as like the most successful league, you know, and there's a reason for that. And it's because they never gave up.
And its stars are getting more attention than ever, whether it's from activism efforts around the league or more blue chip advertisers featuring them in commercials.
I sold a car to Sue Bird. 11 All-Star appearances. Can you imagine?
I mean, I'm working on it.
There's a lot of myth busting that has to happen. It's like nobody watches, nobody cares, it's not on TV, nobody goes to the games. It's like, not true, not true, not true. I mean, like, the only thing that is true is that it's not on TV as much.
Yeah.
But I think we're learning more and more through like Angela Ruggiero, who I think we both talked to over at Sports Innovation Lab. These fans are engaging in different ways, and so you got to meet them where they are.
We watch sports differently. I watch sports differently. Half the time I have my second screen on my hand, I'm flipping through scores, checking out highlights. We see an evolving media landscape where all fans want more than just the game. But fans of women's sports, per the Fan Project data, suggest that they want it more.
When talking to Angela, she says, you know, the women's sports fans, they want to know about the players themselves. And where do you find out about players and their personal lives? It's on social media.
Right.
And then that's what Angel City is doing really well. They're making a culture before they even play a game. And that's a really big difference.
We think fandom has really changed. And it's changed mostly because of social media, where I'm a fan of the player first, their team second, and then the league third. And so when you think about the asset that is most valuable to you being your 22, 24 person roster, the way that I can create a connection with that player that can then translate to the club and then allow us the ability to monetize is to tell the story of who that player is.
Yeah.
Good morning, Angel City fans. I am so excited to be coming home. Hope to see you soon.
You're engaging on social, you're engaging on streaming. You know, it's not just limited to like, well, NBC's not covering the game or not carrying the game, so I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah, it's a part that everybody has to play,
Right.
which is maybe why this moment feels different. It's not just the athletes themselves. It's not just the Mia Hamm saying, hey, we're here, the Lisa Leslie's or whoever. Every single person, every single outlet or bar has to play a part. And maybe they're going to start.
Right, and maybe walking into a bar and being like, hey, turn on the game.
Turn on the game.
Yeah, turn on the game.
Cheers, guys. Hey, thanks for watching Bloomberg Quick Take Now. Subscribe to our channel to see the biggest stories the moment they happen from around the world. And tune in to our 24/7 live stream for global news coverage, documentaries, interviews, deep dives, and shows on the stories that you care most about.